And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy, where we are currently taking a look at the Final Fantasy franchise from beginning to end, and we are on installment number 13. So, before we get into the game, got a couple things we need to go over. Announcement number 1 is that we are partnered with Humble. So, if you happen to be looking into purchasing any games in the near future, please take that link right there. That'll get you to the Humble homepage where you can check out anything from the Humble store, Humble bundles, or sign up for Humble Monthly. By using that link, not only do you get yourself some awesome games, but you also support some amazing charities and help support this channel. Alright, so where were we last in the game? Let's see here. Oh, that's right. We were running around a field, barely beating up any of the mobs, for scraps of experience, so that we might later continue to beat up those same mobs, but a little bit easier. So after yesterday's episode, I did a little bit of grinding, not a whole lot, not gonna lie. But I did, what, I think nearly an hour. So, you know, that's something. Alright, and so our next task... Side mission? I don't really know what to call them. Is to come over, I think it's this way, which is the area that we were kind of headed in initially, yesterday, and fight a whole bunch more. You may notice that in our leveling up, we were able to get Lightning a 5th ATB bar, which is awesome. Also got a number of upgrade materials, which we spent on Hope's Boomerang. God, having that 5th ATB makes, I mean, it takes forever to charge up, but it makes the world of difference. Also, it makes her gaining ATB from hitting an enemy just that much more crucial. I wish the effect leveled up as the weapon leveled up, but unfortunately it's not that cool. But today, what we're mainly going to be doing is running around doing a whole bunch of these side quests, trying to, well, I mean, not just complete a whole bunch of side quests. It's more than just that, but that's kind of the gist of it. What we're trying to do is gain a whole bunch of levels, earn a whole bunch of upgrade materials, mats, and then we're also trying to complete these missions because they give you some semi-unique equipment sometimes. Sometimes it's a lot of money, sometimes it kind of varies. That's the best way I can put it. But the rewards are frequently worth it.
Nothing personal. Thank you.
And the level ups that you get along the way, I mean, the creatures you fight are usually worth, you know, a decent amount of XP, and anything that we fight along the way is going to get us some XP. Unfortunately, no money, so we can't buy anything. Unless we start selling mats, which I really don't want to sell. Upgrade materials. Ah, shit. Well, we need to get rid of you. So, first off, we're going to go into this mode, and Hope's dead. Okay. Well, I think this fight's going to be over quickly.
Here.
Yeah, look at that. Rip.
No.
Which I'm pretty sure my version of Rip is going to be once we earn our next emote. That's the one I'm going to load up. Our version of Rip. Which is actually not Rip. It's related to a game franchise that we will take a look at. God, I hate these wolves. Oh, and there goes Hope. Oh, we don't actually have a medic right now.
No.
So we can't do this fight, which consists of 2 enemies that we can typically take pretty easily. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, game. Reading you loud and clear. You don't want me to have any fun. God, these level ups are so brutal. 10,000? What the hell is this nonsense? I'm not even going to bother with everyone else. They're not going to get anywhere either. It's better to just save it and use it when we get an opportunity to actually level up. So what is it we're looking for? Alright, we'll just fight you guys.
New strategy.
I don't remember exactly what it is we're looking for. I know it involves some of these guys. But I don't know... I don't remember exactly what the deal was. Ah, look at that. Just a whole crap ton of blizzards on him. Nothing big, just a whole bunch of small spells. So what we're looking for while we're out here running around is a little star on our mini-map. Because that will indicate, that's the indication to us that we have found the spot that we're looking for. Come on. Why aren't any of you... There we go. Now they're all ready to die.
Easy.
Look at that. We might all be ready to get that... oh, hey, look. It's right over here. So what do we have to fight? Is it just a whole bunch of these guys? Oh, and our mark is a special one among them. Okay. So this should be relatively easy. Depends on how much damage that special one does. That's really the determiner. And all these blitzes are really going to help, because these guys cannot really deal with the kind of group damage output that we can dish out. I mean, we've already killed half of the basic ones, so... Although they almost got lightning a few cycles back. Or a Dimu. A Ridimu? Is that its name? See? That's what I'm talking about as far as experience. That was a 4-star? What? What differentiates some of these stars on these hunts? Alright, I must hurry to the Yashis Massif for the Agulu, Lord of its beaks, is my prey. Lord of its peaks is my prey. Yet those peaks loom distant on the horizon, and already my limbs refuse to urgings of my mind. Please obey, but for a few days more. Subadran Highlands, huh? Alright, I guess we're heading to the Subadran Highlands now, after we go and collect our reward from way over there. He's going to ask us if we want to do it again. No, we did just fine. Why would I want to do it again? Okay, so we didn't have to come back here. I thought we did. Oh well. The fact that we don't have quick access to our map kind of is not very good. Okay, so our mark is way over there. Where are we? There we are. So we need to go northwest. This way. Also, we now have enough experience to finally level up again. And that's about it. Not a whole lot of extra going into these level ups. There's a lot of magic going in for him, so that's good. He needs it as our current primary healer. Although we can change that pretty much whenever we feel like it. These level ups are just killing me, man. I don't know what they were thinking. The only thing, actually, I do know what they were thinking. They were hoping that we would like this section so much that we would want to spend forever here, where the enemies give, relatively speaking, pretty damn good XP. But I don't really feel the need to spend like 50 hours in this section of the game. Like, we're gonna do it tonight and maybe tomorrow, tops. Yeah, D-pad. I was hoping, I hadn't thought of it, but I was kind of hoping that we would be able to get something from the D-pad, like our basic map or whatever. The answer is no. No, we cannot. So every time we want to see the full map, we need to go into the menu and pull it up. Alright, yeah, this is where we want to go. let's go see what's down this path. That's back to where we started this whole mess. These obstacles are supposed to denote our barriers from one area to the next. I think I like this music a little bit better than the large open areas music, but if someone told me that it kind of gets on their nerves, I could see it. I almost feel like I should be able to jump down there. I mean, there's no jump points, so you can't, but, you know, it feels like you should be able to. Alright. Time to fight ourselves some slugs. Slug flowers? I don't know, man. They just kind of exist.
Easy.
I wonder if we can get a 6th. Can we get a 6th ATB? That way we can just blitz. Not to be confused with Blitz Ball, which is pretty much exactly the same. Let's be honest here. There we go. Yep, that one's done. A long time ago, actually. That one was probably done before it ever got launched into the air. I mean, like, realistically speaking. She could have gone after the other one. Possibly prevented it from hitting Hope, although, I mean, let's face it, that one hit didn't really do much. Yeah, alright, let's just Relentless Assault and take care of the land first. And then we can worry about the slugs afterwards. Yeah, these slugs are going down. Also, it's a little weird that Lightning isn't using more electric-based spells. You know, just saying that Lightning should pretty much be relegated to lightning spells, and Snow should pretty much be relegated to cold spells. But, you know, gotta make everyone the same, right? Can't make characters that different. Someone might complain if characters are too different. I'm sorry, I'm being a little shit today.
Keep a cool head.
Whew. Them hits, though. So I have noticed a slight flaw in our tracker for followers, and that is it only ticks up when we're alive. Because we have actually 56 followers. But the counter on screen still shows 55.
Thank you.
Alright. Well, time for us to pound this guy into oblivion now. God dang, look. Did you see how quickly that
Break a
rose?
sweat.
That was god dang ridiculous. Maybe we are getting more powerful. Just you know, a little bit.
You asked for it.
Not in any significant margin, just enough to continuously not die most of the time. I mean, clearly there are some enemies that can totally wreck us, but not that many, I mean, right?
Let's keep this up.
I mean, by the time we get there and are ready, we will probably have enough experience to level up again. So that'll be 2 level ups in one episode. Howdy doody to that, eh? Alright, so first, we're just gonna get some good old commando damage in. Now, we'll go to some Relentless Assault BS and pound the crap out of him with El Magico. I have no idea if that's correct or not. I am sorry for anyone that I may have potentially offended with that. But we will use our sorcerer ways to hit him with small bits of fire. Fire and wind, as it turns out, not just fire. Apparently every once in a while we're mixing it up with arrow for some reason. I don't really get it. But, you know, I don't have to. The game knows what it's doing. At least I presume it does. I mean, it doesn't really let me choose a whole lot, so I hope it knows what it's doing. You know, maybe I should just start on Relentless Assault. That's what I switched to pretty much right at the beginning of everything. Alright, well the Flan is dead. There we go. See how quickly we take things apart when we try.
Be ready for the next fight.
Okay. I will be. Thank you for the pep talk there, Lightning. So, I already did some exploring in this area last night when I was doing some leveling. So, some of these chests have already been picked up. Also, that takes so goddamn long. I expect they made it that long for balancing factors, because if we could just switch on the fly and it was super fast, I bet that was breaking the game. Hey, there we go. See, taking these flying down 2 at a time. Nope, not quite there yet, but we are going to go ahead and just switch over to Relentless Assault. I mean, we're using it like crazy. Might as well actually be on it. Yep. Well, these guys are screwed. Our mat game could be a little better. And by mat, I mean materials. My game is just fine. I'm very good at playing video games. I'm okay at playing video games. Alright, so he is over this way. There's also, it looks like, another awoken job that we can do. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. Because we might be just barely there. Alright. Those big steps. Those big baby steps of barely grabbing one level at a time out of this. I mean, I don't know why I'm really bothering. Actually, here's what I'll do. In order to, as a time-saving measure, I am going to stop leveling up the other 3 people until after. Because it's not exactly like I need them to be leveled up. I'm not even using them. Does it start ticking down right away? Water, huh? Do these guys really not like water or something? Is that their weakness? Apparently, because we're using a lot of water-based powers here. Gone. I wouldn't have guessed. I probably would have guessed something like... Actually, I don't know what I would have guessed. Although I'm assuming that that's our mark over there. Nope, that's what I wanted. Maybe. Yes. Yes, it is. Hello, giant tiger man. Oh, you're not really a man. Giant piranha tiger thing. So he blocked something. Either that or we blocked it. Alright, Hope. You need to get your shit back into health. Because right now, you aren't looking so hot. Whew.
Thanks.
Alright. Anytime you want to cure that poison there, that'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now go ahead and take care of her poison. That would be fabulous. Hey, look at you. Doing everything that you need to do. That's fine. Because now, he's Puppy Chow. Yeah. Capital F fruit. Actually, he's just stuck up there forever now. Yeah, we got a chipped fang out of it. Ooh, lucky us. Mercifex? I don't know what a Mercifex is. I'm assuming that unlocks more of these guys for us to interact with. Certain Seath Stones functions as teleporters, or waste stones, once you've completed their mission. Using these stones, you can travel instantly to another waste stone, to other waste stones that you have activated previously. You mean to tell me my focus is to hunt the one-eyed Andorra that plagues the Ascended Scarp? Did I really need to be made a l'Cie to go hunting? Did I not do that every day? Are l'Cie not meant to fight Cocoon? Is that not the reason I left, boasting of the feats of heroism I would accomplish? Am I never to return home again? Yeah, we'll take it. So good. Those ones become teleporters, huh? Alright, so then which way do we have to go? Well, I don't have this way fully explored. Actually, I don't have any of these ways fully explored, so let's go wander off and see. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? Just hanging out there, flapping your wings, flying in place. Must be grand. Where's it? The air wing. What do we got? Oh, that's gonna be big. Yep. So what's that? Level 9? Not enough. We want it at least level 10. Well, it's not quite there, but it's getting there. And nothing right there. Alright, Birdo. Let's do this. Zarog. Alright, well, maybe this is more of a thing where we need a lot of healing. And so we will just go back to our old tried and true. That way, Hope can get us all taken care of and healed up and get rid of our
Thanks.
negative status effects and, you know, keep us feeling good. Meanwhile, Lightning and Fang will very, very slowly build up his stagger meter. Legit though, once we're back up and looking pretty good, we'll switch over back to Relentless Assault and power our magic straight into him. Yeah, Fang's not exactly the magic type, if you know what I mean. Alright, you know what? This is good enough. Got him up to 160 the hard way. Although you keep pushing us further and further apart, man. You're not going to be able to do that much longer. Ooh. Fang's hurt pretty bad. That's okay, because this guy's now dead. Oh, there we go. All dead. Those guys are pretty rough, actually. Because we don't have a very good strategy for really fighting them yet. That's a significant portion of it, is learning the best way to fight specific enemies. Or rather, enemy types. So we just need to pound this guy initially until people start to get a little roughed up, and then we'll switch over to our tireless assault. Is that what it's called? Yeah, tireless charge. That's what it is. So we got him up to 250. We're a little hurt though, so actually we're really hurt. So. And this will give us an opportunity to not only build back up a little bit, reset our side of the board, you know, just in general get to a better board state where we are ready to make our big push. All right, now it's time for that big push. The fact that Stagger also, like, I don't know exactly what it does in terms of, like, obviously we do a whole lot more damage, but we also kind of, like, tick their ATB back a little bit. That part is really nice once you've got it on lock. Until that point, it can be a little rough. So we want the hybrid flora. Although, might be time to go back to tireless charge so that we can get some healing in. Oh boy. He is not a fun one. Ruin Aga's pretty fun, though, I gotta say. I don't know why we have to follow the spell, but we do, apparently. Have we gotten... We haven't gotten rid of the slugs yet? Are you kidding me? There we go. Now we can go back to Relentless Charge and do this for realsy. Come on. Ooh. Those long-ass arms that he's got. Wait, did we... Oh, we picked him up with arrow spells. Got it. I was slightly confused there. Oh, there we go. A little bit of extra work, but we were able to take him down. Yeah, this ought to be fun. Ooh, actually, this shouldn't be too bad. Alright, the Triflid. Trifid. Especially if we can get them together. Ooh, that was not good. Alright, well. Keep going, lightning. You're probably way the hell better than you need to be. Considering what we're fighting. Not for the end. She's probably not ready for the end yet. Actually, there's no probably. I know she's not. Oh, this is not good. Yep. But can't change my positioning, so, you know, whatever. Can't try and get out of the way of attacks by moving my body. That would be too difficult. Well, and now we don't even get the, Alright, we're just gonna go after the hybrid. The hybrid Flora as hard as we can. Try and get him out of the way. That's all we can really do.
New strategy.
Don't worry.
God. You can hit all three of us at once. That's not good. I really wish I could get my characters further apart, because they don't need to be so close together. This is not going very well. I mean, we're killing the hybrid Flora. That part is not the issue. It's that these other guys are just continuously getting free attacks on us while we try to deal with the hybrid Flora. Alright. Now... Now that that's over,
Thanks. Eat this.
really? Lightning, you just stood there as an enemy was charging at you.
Eat this.
This fight is harder than you would expect it to be, primarily because of the flaws in this combat system, but you know, not every combat system is perfect. Not every combat system can be nines, which was not perfect, just better than most. Actually, not even better than most. It was just, it's exactly what we expected from a combat system in Final Fantasy, and because of that, we were able to work within its bounds in a more effective manner. And you think I'd be used to this, like, how to best use this combat system, except there's no option for figuring out what the best way on how to use this combat system. Ooh, we got a bunch of money, so that's nice, I think. I actually don't know. Is money something we want? I mean, yes. Can we have multiple missions? So I am to rid the Edamu. She was prowling the Sumitran Basin, last I heard. No, you know what? I don't know if we can take multiple missions, and I'd rather not accidentally take a mission that removes one and then have to go back and re-get it. That's, yeah, it's you stupid things. But I
Heading this way.
don't really know what you are. I mean, the last ones we fought were called goblins, but I suspect they weren't actually goblins. Oh, hey. Alright, guys, make it happen. One of them got healed for a lot. I don't know how it got healed, but it did. And then we just got dunked on. Boom. I am totally not sorry for that really bad pun. Crap. One of them is summoning. This could be very, very bad. What is it pulling? Because if it pulls a behemoth, we can't even kill behemoths normally. Oh, we might be able to win this one. How's it going, Machine Gun Mouse? And thank you for those 25 bits.
Thank you.
Man, you were just increasing your lead up on that bit boss thing. What are you at? 150? It's gonna be a while before anyone dethrones you.
Take this. Eat this.
Ooh, Blizzaga, huh? That hurts. And they just keep on hitting lightning with it. Alright. Now we can get rid of this guy. And that'll be one less of these little annoying munchkin things. Actually, are they all gone? They are all gone! Heck yeah! Now we don't have to worry about any more summons, or conjurations, or whatever other BS they might do, like high-level magic. Actually, wait, we're fighting the Agalu. We actually specifically wanted them to summon him, I guess. So they had to, otherwise we couldn't fight it. Oof. Also, his claws don't really look like claws. They just look like slabs of metal. Which would... I'm not gonna lie. That'd really suck to get hit by. But they're not really claws. They actually probably hurt worse than claws, but are not rending in any way. Alright, let's see if we can kill this guy before the poison does enough damage for me to be worried. I mean, we're getting close there. That poison is really ticking away at our hit points. But he's dead. We got it. In the bag. $4,000? That one was worth it. Like, and we got a pearl necklace out of it. Okay. How did we get a pearl necklace out of a large, like, jaguar? And when can we actually use these, like, millerite and other really high-end upgrade materials? Okay, I'll give it to you. Alright, then more of these. These guys are munchkins, unlike the goblins that we fought earlier. So these guys are going to tell us to go see the wizard, and they're going to introduce us to the lollipop kid. Hey, Wicked. I could believe either one, actually. A large tiger-like creature. Someone being a dick and just putting a necklace on one. As well as it consuming someone and having a necklace. I'm doing alright, man. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, those guys were actually pretty easy and worth a fair amount of XP. Maybe I should fight more of them. Specifically the munchkins, not the goblins or gremlins or whatever the ones that we fought earlier were called. Alright. And where does this guy want us to go? Sumatran Basin, which is, I believe, the large open area. So we'll take on the mission. So this is what we're doing tonight. We're doing lots of these little side quests, because these side quests not only have you exploring a pretty significant portion. Cool. Wait. You're watching Mario playing PUBG. Okay, I read that slightly wrong. I read that as you're watching Mario playing PUBG. As in as though Mario was playing PUBG. Which would be kind of cool in its own way. I mean, I don't know who Mario is, but... But we're doing a lot of these side quests tonight because these side quests offer pretty good XP. They offer unique, semi-unique rewards. And they show off a lot of the, especially the early ones, they have you running all over the place, showing off a large portion of this section, which clearly they're very proud of, because they really want you to spend a lot of time in this zone. As opposed to the rest of the game where they kept on funneling you through, they really want you to stop and play this area. This button. Okay. So it actually wants us to go back the way we... Oh, we have enough Crystarium points to maybe get 2 level ups. What a novelty. Oh. And most of a third, damn. So what I've decided is that I'm going to only level up the 3 characters that I'm actually using during the stream. And I'll save the other characters for off-stream because, I mean, I'm not using them. It doesn't help me to further the progress by leveling up characters I'm not using. And it just takes up time. Probably a fair amount of time. I haven't looked into it, but I'm guessing that every time I stop to level up these characters and I have to level up the other ones, that I go back and level up the other ones, that I'm guessing it actually eats up a fair amount of time. Ooh. 2 of these guys, huh? Alright. Can we take him? I hope so, but I'm not counting on it. Because these guys are actually pretty rough. Although, this first one we seem to be handling pretty mightily. Yeah, we did pretty good there. I'm gonna say that was a rather successful attacking scheme for that first one, and now we're almost dead. So, you know, take your victories where you can get them. Hope you really need to be better at healing. Like, legit need to get better at healing. Hardcore style. This is going to be so close. I don't want to lose this fight, because this is worth a lot of XP. But Hope is not healing enough. If I can get one of them down, then we might have a chance. Alright. Alright. I think... I hope we have it. Now this is a very interesting and good fight. Also, Hope, can you please use Raise? I'm pretty sure you have it at this point. Can you please actually use it? Thank you. please stop using Cura. It's not good enough.
Here.
The fact that you think that Cura, the amount of healing that you get out of Cura by being a higher level spell, so it actually heals more, plus the fact that it can multi-target, would like just put it into a class of its own. But I would rather him use 4 regular cures on someone than Cura. Alright. Just time to bring the hammer. Ignore healing and bring the hammer down on this giant tomato slime. Maybe he's a pepper? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, his coloration would suggest either some type of pepper or a tomato. But who knows? It's also a slime. So, what do you classify it as? Whew. That was way closer than I wanted it to be.
Keep an eye on the shadows.
That's a good call. Hey there, save point. You're right next to a monster that is staring at me. All right. Play with the guy as quickly as we can. It'd actually be really nice if we could just get a lot of, you know, like big multi-spells off, and lightning's almost dead.
Thank you.
It also kind of weirds me out that Ruinaga has that, like, following the spell thing going on. None of the other Aga spells that I've seen have that. Also, we don't have any other Aga spells, I don't think. Maybe they all do. And this is the first one I've actually been able to use. Okay. Come on, Hope. Get your heal on, Hope. We need it pretty bad. Thank you. Now we can beat up this guy now that we've killed all the little ones, and while simultaneously building up his stagger meter and doing some, you know, small amounts of damage. But nothing significant. Although
just getting started.
having that 5th bar, it's like you wouldn't think that increasing our ATB by 1 from 4 to 5 would be that big of a deal. Holy, it is the biggest deal. From 4 to 5, that's a 25% increase. From 3 to 4, that's, you know, that's big. That is a massive increase in damage potential. But the going from like increasing by 1/3 to increasing by 1/4, like the difference, and this is why it's such a big difference, because you're continuing to add to the stagger meter.
No problem.
So it's not just 1/4, it's plus whatever you added to the stagger meter with the last attack that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten. And just the fact that you otherwise would not have gotten that 4th ability off, that makes a world of difference, or 5th ability off, that makes a big difference as well. So, like, it's massive, massive difference. And I can't wait for my other party members to get their 5th. That's really what we're missing. And these little guys are becoming, oh, not straight easy, but significantly easier as we get these incremental level ups.
That's how it's done.
Not that these level ups are really all that incremental anymore. They're pretty big. They're worth like 5 or 6 of the early level ups. Which I guess tracks. I mean, as you go through the game, your level ups are gonna need to be bigger. Otherwise, they're gonna have less and less impact as the game goes on. But remember when we were getting like strength 4, and now we're getting strength 18 and 20? Like that's huge. But then again, they also come with the XP cost to boot. Hey, restore HP to target proportional to the amount of damage they've taken. Over what amount of time? Just at all? So it's a full heal? Almost got that accessory slot. And then, God, I don't even know what other accessory I'll put on Fang. There we go. More of these munchkins, which effort to reward are probably the best enemy to fight. They require no effort to kill, but the reward you get for killing them is huge. So I have a feeling that these guys are kind of the, like, hey, you're severely underleveled. Here's a bone to get you, like, back on your way to actually being where you're supposed to be. This is like the catch-up mechanic that you will find in most games, is these guys right here.
Let's keep this up.
Anything interesting over this way? Nope. Here we go. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so what is over this way? I mean, we just saw the ruins of a city on the other side of this canyon wall, so that's kind of neat. Oh, hey, there's a unique guy over there. What's your deal, buddy? Munchkin Maestro. Hey there, Munchkin Maestro. We're gonna take you down because you probably have some sort of buff ability, or yeah, you can enchant them to make them better. So we are definitely taking you out of the picture. Did we accidentally kill just a whole bunch of munchkins really quickly? Wow. Alright. Guess we weren't really paying attention to those guys. Just focusing on the regular munchkins. Oh, no. Okay. When one dies, one can become a Munchkin Maestro. Interesting. Well, does that increase our experience? Because I am definitely down with that if that increases our experience. Maybe. Probably, actually. That one was a little hard to tell just because the addition of a new enemy, like, we don't know how much that guy's normally worth. Okay, well, we found a Grand Pulse City.
I gotta say, this is weird. When we were young, we were always taught that someday we'd be attacked by the demons of Cocoon. And look
Yeah.
at us now, waltzing back into Erba, with the very people we were chosen to take up arms against.
Yeah, back then we never would have helped you guys.
Well, right. Back then is when you got your first focus, so...
Right.
We were
We
not
already
even
talked a bit
anywhere near
about
being
that.
born.
Huh.
A little bit.
Must have been centuries ago now, when me and Fang joined the battle against Cocoon. During the fight, I became Ragnarok
What now?
and cracked Cocoon's shell.
That must have been hard on you going through that.
The memories, they're all pretty fuzzy.
Cocoon's version of the War of Transgression must have been built up around what you two did.
I didn't do anything. I just got turned to crystal, and I can't even remember why that happened. Don't even have the memories to show for it.
It's all my fault. So many people died because of me.
Well, this certainly makes Vanille's storyline a lot more interesting.
It's over. Those souls can rest.
Hope's storyline so far, though, is still needs a bit more. It's pretty anemic. His mom died, so he first wants to kill Snow, then decides he doesn't want to kill Snow. Oh, there's a whole bunch of Seath. Yeah, I don't really feel like fighting Seath right now. And we have not completed any of the teleporter. So those guys that are... So on our mini-map, as you can see, like, this is the safe point and shop. We've been seeing it all over the place. These guys are obviously the stones that give us missions. The ones that are in yellow, if we complete their mission, they become a teleporter to any other stone whose missions we've completed. But we haven't completed any of the teleporter missions, so we don't have any. Ooh. You guys are gonna fight us for real this time? Alright, Munchkin Maestro, let's go. So when I get Lightning up to her next accessory, it's going to be the I can't remember what it's called now, but it's the one that gives you a leg up in your ATB by starting fights with one full. One of the Munchkins is invisible, but we can attack him as though normal. So I don't know what being invisible is doing for him. Alright. Okay, yeah, so them transforming into the Munchkin Maestros was actually worth a lot of XP. So, whenever possible, we want to let them do that. Gotta say, this light jazz, it's kind of nice. Reminds me of elevator music. Or like, waiting at a dentist's office, like in the lobby. You know? So, after tonight, I'm going to do some more grinding on my own off stream, and then tomorrow is an early day in work, so when I get off earlier than normal, or than it was, my schedule's really weird. But when I get off work, I'm going to come home, and I'll have probably about an hour and a half to grind out some more. And so hopefully tomorrow will be the last day that we spend here on Grand Pulse. I mean, maybe it won't be. Maybe we'll do more stuff here, but my hope is that this will be the end of Grand Pulse. We're like, you know, doing an additional 3 hours of... Let's see here, we'll do 2 hours on stream, an hour, 3, 4, about 5 extra hours of grinding away and getting extra items and leveling up, equipment. Hopefully that'll be enough to push us through. I'm surprised you're still playing PUBG after all the complaining you used to do. You're like, is PUBG that good that it's worth the aggravation? That's what stopped me, is I see it. Gotcha. Because I see people playing it, it's very enjoyable to watch, I think, at least. But I know that game would aggravate me to no end. Because I used to play, like, old Medal of Honor multiplayer, 64-player maps, and, you know, you get out of a building and you get headshot from who the hell knows where, how far away, and with what weapon. And that used to aggravate me. Like, to no end. Jesus. That's not what we want. No, we want the hybrid. So how do you like that little mini keyboard? Like, I've got a smaller than usual keyboard. That you can't even find anymore, which really sucks because I really like it, but my keys are starting to stick. Like the actual switches are starting to stick. And I need to get a new keyboard, but I really like this one, but it's not made anymore. It's just a... That's good. Like, it's just a Logitech. It's got a full number pad, or 10 key. It's got every key that you would expect on a normal keyboard, except the keys are about half the depth, so they require less space on the actual, on everything. And then all the spaces that you would normally have that kind of separate small areas are shrunk down. And all the keys are about, I don't know, 2/3 the size of a normal key. So everything about it is just slightly more compact. But since everything is slightly more compact, it makes the whole package a lot more compact. Alright, some more upgrading of your silly little boomerang that we need to get, or we want to get at least to level 10. 25. Yeah, just one of these. We'll get it up to level 10. Look at that. So that's actually a pretty good amount of bonus that he's getting out of that weapon now. Well, it's good that you like it because, I mean, unless you really want to change keyboards again, you're kind of stuck with it. Whew. That was a whole heck of a lot of weapon XP. Alright. To these bastards. Alright, we just need to hit one of them into the ground. The more damage we can do before they start like really doing some serious damage to us is for the best. Alright, so that was pretty good. Oh god, please cure lightning. Hope, stop being a putz and do it. That's it. There's the fight.
And so it ends.
That's how a lot of these fights seem to go. It's like, alright, we're doing great. Oh god, we died. Apparently great isn't good enough. Alright, well, this is awkward. We're pretty much in the exact same place we were just a few minutes, not even minutes ago, like a minute ago.
Here. Thanks.
Does Kira really take 3?
Thank you.
Well, I thought you had 4. In which case you should be able to cast Cura and a Cure. So Curasa is actually just whatever the last attack was gets reversed, kind of.
Thanks.
So it's really, really lame, actually. Because it doesn't actually build up your hit point pool.
Here.
God, Hope. Right now, I'm considering you quite worthless. God damn it. Hope, you are starting to piss me off with your lack of being able to heal for crap. Do I need to take you out and put Vanille in? she knows how to heal. God. Well, at least Lightning's doing okay, so worst case scenario, I can... Alright, had to use a couple potions. Haven't had to use a potion in forever. God. Alright. Okay.
And so it ends.
Okay. You know, how about
Keep the
evening
enemy
the
off
odds?
balance. Eat this!
How about we even... God.
Eat this! Thank you. Cheers! Thanks.
Wow. Even with defensive spells up, or yeah, defense boosting spells up, we can't out-cure the amount of damage these guys are doing to us.
Change of plan.
Wow. Okay. Somehow our team is incredibly weak to these guys. But only in groups of 2 or more. If there's only one of them, we're more than a match for them. But a group of 2 of them?
Thank you.
Not even close. Apparently.
Thanks.
Well, how about this? Except they attack whole teams at once. That's the part that is getting us, not the fact that they're attacking us, the fact that they're attacking all of us simultaneously.
Eat this!
Well, we have our defenses up.
Eat this!
So we'll see what happens. I have a feeling it's going to go the same as the last 2 times. And that is certainly seems to be the way it is panning out. Also, Fang, why the hell did you switch targets? We were concentrating on one, and then you got hit, and now suddenly you're fighting the other one.
Thank you.
We need to take one of them down, and you are not helping. Alright, well, we're losing bravery. Still got barrier and shell up at least. So we're minimizing our damage intake. Hope. does the game cue the damage you've taken, and Kurasa does them in reverse order? That's kind of weird and BS-y. Come on, you son of a bitch, you better heal me.
Thanks.
God. Nope, I don't think we can fight these two. Not in any meaningful way, anyway. Like, we've been fighting this one hybrid flora. We've been fighting this one hybrid flora so long that we're about to kill it before hitting its staggering meter. Because we can't switch away from our current paradigm, otherwise we die. Once we kill one, all we have to do is kill one, and it's over. Once we kill one, this fight's over because the other one's not really been taking damage, but we'll be able to heal uphill against these guys, against one of them. Yep, fight's over. This other one, he's totally screwed now. He can't do enough damage by himself to mess us up in any meaningful way. Because what they wanted to do in this game is make the game more strategic by having a system where you don't get to control characters and where you lose when only one person goes down. I mean, it's a specific person. It's the leader, whoever the leader is, but still, that's the way they've set it up to try and bring strategy back in. I don't personally think there was really any strategy missing, or at least very little missing in Final Fantasy, even with the Gambit system. The beauty of the Gambit system is you had to set it all up in advance, and in case it didn't work, in case you needed something that you didn't have in your Gambits, you could take control for a brief period of time and just do what you needed to do. That was the beauty of the Gambit system, was that it was strategically complex with your advanced setups and whatnot, without hindering your ability to do what you need to do for the game. Yeah, I try not to use such angry words frequently, but sometimes they happen. I am especially mean to my healers when they're not capable of doing their basic task. I have Hope on here for one reason. He's a good healer, and he's a pretty good attack caster and heal caster. That's it. I don't care what other things he picks up. That was a long-ass jump. What's this, Precious?
You gotta be ready to drop by now. Don't overdo it.
I won't. I know my limits, unlike some people.
Oh, now who's the tough guy?
Oh god, what did I get myself into?
What was that?
A Grand Pulse Fal'Cie. Used to see it flying around all the time.
And they said it had a home. Somewhere near Erba.
So that's good news, right? If we stay on its tail, we should end up in your village. Let's follow it.
Erba isn't exactly a village. It's a pretty big, now run down city. Did we complete yours? No, we didn't complete yours. Wait. Did we just abandon a mission? God damn it. Yeah, we did. Oh well. Sometimes you screw up. Let's back off for a second. And let's do a little bit of level up. We could use with the level up, clearly, since we were having a hard time with that last fight. And some additional attack power should help, right? I would hope it would help anyway. Did you get that? Yeah, you did. That's right. I honestly don't know why you get strength when you're a caster, but whatever. Get that accessory. Perfect. Alright, what new accessory will we equip to Fang? So we got a hit point bonus, we got physical resistance. Man, that mithril bangle is big HP bonus. Imperil magic defense, just straight magic defense. So she has pretty good HP, and then just in general is fairly tanky. I like that. There we go. That's better. Alright, hybrid flora. We are slightly stronger than we were before. Fang.
Change of plan.
I mean, she's an anime girl of sorts, so that's and artists typically like to in gaming and anime, artists typically like to make their characters attractive. So it's actually active on their part to draw more appeal to the game. Hope, why are you not healing us? I've decided to give you a chance to be a good healer. It'd be nice if you actually use that opportunity that I'm giving you. Yep. I'm not angry with you, Hope. I'm just disappointed. Man, Ruinaga looks awesome. Oh, doesn't. It looks like it should be just like this monstrous explosion of an attack. I mean, if the game is willing to focus on it to the point where it has a camera follow it. But, I mean, you know, it's alright. This is not... I'm not sure we will take him down. Because we need to focus so much on healing that we don't have the damage output that I want. Well, I'm gonna get some serious output here. Not enough, I don't think, but... No, barely. I'm actually surprised that we were able to take him down in the amount of time of the stagger. Even with the switch over to a much faster damage outputting setup. Also, just in general, most things on Pulse seem to be much weaker to magic than physical attacks. Are we going the right way for our... Yes, we are. Okay, good. I would hate to go the wrong way for our... Dang it. They saw us. Hybrid Flora, thank you. We just need to get a couple of like good, solid ATBs in on something that actually deals a fair amount of stagger. That way we can make this fight not last a million years. Also, we really need to stop grouping up. Is there any way we can tell our team to not hang out near each other? No? Well, dang it. Alright, Fang, can you please hurry up and kill that last fungus slug thing?
You asked for it.
Alright. Alright, this guy's gonna go down. And then we can take care of the last enemy and be done with this fight forever. Until we come back through this way to go do something else. Because that's kind of how this works. We blocked a spell. How do you block magic? I want to know. I want to be able to block magic. Alright, pterodactyl thing with two mouths. Bring it on. Also, your wings are really weird and shouldn't work. For your size. But then again, bees should also not work. So, you know, whatever. And I don't mean like general biology. I mean bees aerodynamically should not be able to fly. And yet, their wings beat quickly enough that they can. Alright, can you get us back up to looking good there, Hope? Can you give us your namesake? Probably not. I mean, he's a little wise beyond his years, but I don't believe he's capable of inspiring people into great deeds of heroism. first off, people don't like to give credit to kids for anything, even if they do come up with something that is truly brilliant or anything like that. So they probably wouldn't even start the ability of giving him a chance. Haha. So long. Actually, what time is it? I think we can make it to the next checkpoint. Checkpoint, save point, whatever you call them. Also, this music choice, this elevator music. I don't know, man. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, that's kind of the point of elevator music. It's not terrible, but just not great either, you know? It doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really say, hey, I'm a Final Fantasy. Okay. So I'm guessing we're gonna go along this path. Yep. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna do some more grinding off screen, just a little bit. And then when I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to do more grinding off screen. And then we should do our final day of this whole section of stuff. And then we'll move on with the rest of the game and see how much we screwed ourselves over or not. By not spending a million years here. Anyway, I would like to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I especially want to thank Wicked and Machine Gun Mouse for participating in chat tonight. Thank you guys very much. Remember, we pick back up tomorrow at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time, so please join us for that. Also, have a good night, guys, and see you tomorrow.